about the kind of desperate measures that civilians in a war zone have to take to cope and survive. Names. Halloween and Veterans Day stand us between mock and real horror. Daylight takes the shock out of sheets and jack-o'-lanterns, but never faces dug out from under buildings, bombed down to rubble and dust. And what are the fathers and mothers of Gaza writing on the arms and thighs of their children? In news clips with the whole world watching, they are writing the names of their children: Wadna, Khadija, Amir, Aisha. They are writing the beautiful names of their children the way we write our children's names on summer camp clothes so they don't get lost, the way arms and thighs might be tossed about in a dismembering bombardment. Yasmin, Mahmoud, Amina, Khalid. Halloween costumes us begging confections and feigning fright door to door. Veterans Day parades and pins us with medals for wounds and metal. I prefer its original name and intent. Armistice Day, a day devoted to peace. Imagine that. Imagine that, Habib, Nabila, Malik, Amani. Imagine.
Richard Levine to read next poem.
This poem is called Fat Pickers, and it's dedicated to my late aunt, Mindy Goldberg. Fat pickers. Your mother sent you out at dusk to pick fat from garbage cans. You wrapped it in newspaper. The fat, loosened letters and words, smudged beyond legibility, slipped from the page. You didn't care what they said or where they went. News could not satisfy hunger. Your mother mustered a thin gray water broth from the fat. Dissolved, it floated like blisters, oozing yellow pus. Neither that nor an errant swirl of ink stopped you from drinking it before it cooled, and your burned tongue spawned small blisters as you wiped the black smears from your mouth on your sleeve. This is one story you told about the trek across persecution and Europe with your mother and 4 brothers. And where you arrived as strangers